Hi everyone! You have made it to lesson 4 of the fundamentals of visual storytelling with Piktochart. Now we're going to learn about iconography. To recap, we've learned about why we're using visual storytelling, and we've learned about typography as well as color study. If you've missed any of these topics, please feel free to go back and revisit them. So, another essential element of visual storytelling is, of course, icons. According to the Oxford Dictionary, iconography means the visual images and symbols used in a work of art or the study or interpretation of these. In other words, we will learn about icon interpretation and how to use them to better interpret your message and engage with your audience. So let's get into this. Why do we use icons in the first place? You can fully use text to describe your message and force your reader to read them line by line. There's really no true issue with that, right? But remember when I mentioned at the beginning of this course that the human brain is accustomed to visual patterns instead of text. Naturally, it's easier for us to understand and remember information that is accompanied by a visual, especially in this era of modernization where information is overloaded from all different channels. When you use icons to describe your message, you provide a faster way of absorbing information and a higher chance to retain that information longer. To better visualize this, I'm going to show you a small section of an engagement report that explains the different factors that characterize high-performance organization. But we will visualize it in two different ways, one with full text and another one accompanied with icon representations. You will be the judge to decide on which way it helps you understand the overall information in the fastest and best way possible. This is the first one where it's fully described by text. How many of you are actually thinking, oh no, not again? Do you feel reluctant to read these super long lines? Well, how about this? We redesigned the same information and accompanied each factor with a relevant icon. Isn't it much better? And did you feel it happening in the blink of an eye? Suddenly, you can go through each factor very smoothly. The right icons help you understand the context better and faster. Don't you agree? Alright, let's say we're all convinced that we should use icon representations in our next visuals. How do we start, Sarah? Well, I hear you guys. We prepared some tips in choosing the right icons for your message. The first tip that you should consider when choosing your icons is keywords. Brainstorm your keywords when you're sourcing for icons. Sometimes it's easy to find an icon representation for one word, but some words are harder. By brainstorming the keywords, we're looking into relevant words that are relatable or representative of a topic. As an example, we have the culture of engagement factor from the previous example. While looking into the best icon to represent this factor, we did consider list icon because it represents engagement survey, or dialog box because engagement starts from a conversation. Before we actually settled with a two-way arrow because engagement only happens in two-way communication. Other examples of commonly used icons like piggy bank icon is used to represent saving or bank, gear icons to represent manual or setup, and a shield icon to represent security. By brainstorming your keywords, you can get creative and find the best icons to represent your topic. Secondly, always consider the diversity. Does this icon best reflect the community and culture? Be sensitive. Again, brainstorming and researching from different cognitive and cultural perspectives of one topic will help you find the best icon representative. Third tip, be consistent. Create a professional looking visual. You have to use icon with similar style and colors within one visual. The common icon styles are categorized by their color and design. By color, there are single and multicolored icons. By design, there are more commonly used icons such as a flat, glyph, outlined, and colored, as well as the more quirky ones like doodles, pixel art, two-toned, and badge icons. When you're going with something simple and formal, you can go with a single colored glyph or outlined icons. And when you're designing something more playful, you can choose more multicolored icons. Once you've decided with your style, do ensure that you use them throughout your visual. The last tip is to have fun with your icons. You can resize, rotate, flip, or even combine them with various shapes to better describe your topic. Like this one. Get creative, the sky is your limit. And that's all, you've completed the iconography session. I hope you had fun and most importantly learned something about icons. On the next lesson, we will be learning about visual storytelling with data. But before that, let's take a look on how you can apply what you've learned in Piktochart.